friends, but it's fun to welcome new folks here to our family reunions. We got a good-looking, good-singing husband and wife team here for the first time today, Joey and Rory. Great to have y'all.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Joey, you're by far the better-looking one of the two.
Aww. Well, thank you, Bill.
I had Mo Bandy move his chair over a little bit so I could see his hat was blocking you.
Aww, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about you guys, how you got together and what's that, because you've had records in the charts ever since you teamed up. You're just doing great.
Well, it's so funny. We really weren't supposed to ever be singing together. We've been married for 9 years, but about 3 years ago, we went on this TV show for looking for duets. And it wasn't until 3 years ago that we started singing together. I came to Nashville to be a singer, and Rory's always been a songwriter here, having some success writing hit songs for other artists. But it wasn't until then that the TV show that we started singing together. And then from that, we've just kind of taken on this new lifestyle and career and being able to go and perform and play on the Opry. And it's just been an amazing journey.
Is it really your cooking that attracted Rory? Because I hear you're a fabulous cook. And actually, you and your family, you have a little restaurant, don't you?
I do. I have a restaurant with Rory's sister, Marcy, called Marcy Joe's. And it's a little breakfast and meat and three little venture that we have down in the Chapel Hill area, Tennessee.
And you're inviting us all down to eat.
Yes, we're having lunch after a while. And we'll finish you off.
Rory, the first time I ever met you, you had a hat on that said Harlan Howard across the front of it. Was he your hero as a songwriter?
He was. When I came to town in '95, I came to write songs, and I met him at Sunset Grill one afternoon, and we just sat and visited for about 3 hours, and he pointed and said, I got an office right across the road here, and he said, maybe you'd come play me some songs sometime. And of course, he had been drinking a little bit. He may not have meant it, but I showed up the next day. So he ended up signing me to my first publishing deal, and I wrote for him for 5 years, and he was a big influence on me. I still miss him.
What are some of the songs you've written that we would know, that recorded by other people? I know you're still very, even though you got your career going here, you're still very active as a songwriter.
Joey says I'm still paying the bills while we're out here singing. I wrote Some Beach with Paul Overstreet that Blake Shelton had out, and Clay Walker's Chain of Love, and a bunch of different things. And then this year, while we've been on the road, luckily, me and a couple of buddies wrote I'm a Little More Country Than That young guy named Easton.
I love that.
Good song.
Speaking of I'm a little more country than that, at one time you had a little sign, a little sticker sign or something across the top of your guitar that said, "We miss country music." The last time I saw you at the Opry, that wasn't there.
Well,
It was a different guitar.
yeah, we still have that guitar, but what's funny is we're, like a lot of the folks here probably, I know country music and we know it's thriving and doing really well, but not the kind we like. And we miss some of the traditional stuff, and in particular, like Don was talking about, telling stories and lyrics and all of that stuff, humility, those kind of things that used to be around all the time. And so we miss it, and we had written that on the guitar, and I think it upset some of the other country singers today because they really do, they really believe that they're country just like the rest of us. So we've softened it now. You'll notice it says we love country music now. So it's a little bit softer, and it's still important to us. We truly, truly love it, and it's an honor to be here with y'all.
They got one of the coolest buses. Y'all still have it on bus?
We do.
Tell what year? Tell them what year.
1955.
Mm-hmm. Well, we bought this old bus, and we gutted it. And when we started having to go on the road, we decided to gut it. It's a 1955 old GM bus, and we gutted the inside and made it look like our farmhouse on the inside. So it has a little table and our church pew and full kitchen area. And we traveled in that for the first year. And I tell you what, it was some of the funnest times, but some of the roughest rides. We could only run, it had 3 air conditioning units on the top, but you could only run 2 at a time, and you couldn't make coffee while the air conditioners were going because it would blow.
My favorite thing was on their marquee, they had their names that looked like a 5th grader painting.
That was me.
Are there any male, female, boy, girl, whatever duets that you've tried to pattern yourselves after? Any other husband and wife teams or anything like that? Who influences somebody like you guys?
Well, for me growing up, my influence was my mother, and she's an incredible singer. And then there was Dolly, and then there was Patty, and there was Emmy Lou. And today, though, I think looking at the past married couples, there weren't a whole lot of them, but I think the biggest love that happened that we model ourselves after is Johnny and June, because there was an extremely passionate relationship that they had, and they had it and they never lost it, and they died together that way. And so that's...
Well, you could have done a whole lot worse than patterning yourselves after them. How about coming up here and doing a little country harmony for us? Joey and Rory.
I'm ready, babe. Not planning our day around the TV set, and paying our bills and staying out of debt. That's important to me. That's important to me. And opening the windows and letting in air, holding hands when we're saying a prayer. That's important to me. Yeah, that's important to me. And having somebody to share my life, and loving my husband and being a wife, and the very best mother I can be. That's important to me. And telling the truth and being real, and feeding my family a home-cooked meal. That's important to me. That's important to me. And planting the garden and watching it grow, and keeping it country on the radio. That's important to me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's important to me. And always having you to hold, and being beside you when we grow old. And they plant us neath that big oak tree, believing our dreams will take us somewhere, still being ourselves if we ever get there. That's important to me. That's important to me. Yeah, that's important to me. That's important to me.
Joey and Rory.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun today. This is probably the best TV experience we've ever had.
Is it really over? I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna go sit down and wait.
We're gonna go barricade the doors so no one can leave.
Yeah, it's been so much fun. Everybody's been so wonderful and their stories. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. I mean, I laughed really, really hard.
You did, you were tearing up.
Boy, there's some funny people in here. And there's some sweet, sweet people.
It was fantastic.